Take action now. Houston offshore injury lawyer. The maritime personal injury lawyers at Morrow and Sheppard LLP are privileged to assist injured offshore workers and crewmen nationwide. Please call us now at 1-800-489-2216 for a free, confidential consultation with our offshore injury lawyers to discuss your legal rights before they are jeopardized. We only get paid if you win. We have handled a wide variety of maritime personal injury cases, including accidents on traditional maritime vessels, offshore drilling rigs, and fixed platforms. We focus on injuries that occur in the Gulf of Mexico, but we handle serious maritime and offshore personal injury cases around the country. In fact, we have handled serious personal injury and wrongful death cases arising from accidents all around the world, including the Middle East and Africa. Jones Act and maritime law questions. Oftentimes, offshore injury cases are covered by the Jones Act, maritime law, or the Outer Continental Shelf Lands Act, EXLA. Please click here for answers to common questions regarding these cases, or here to view helpful videos. The offshore oil and gas industry. The offshore oil and gas industry includes three types of companies: 1. Oil exploration and production companies that own mineral lease rights to the oil and gas. 2. Drilling contractors that drill the wells for the oil companies. 3. Oil field services companies that provide assistance in drilling the well, including assistance regarding everything from wireline to ROVs to topside drilling equipment. Offshore oil and gas injuries. As our Houston offshore injury lawyers know too well, working offshore can be dangerous, often because the large corporations who operate offshore seek to maximize profits at the expense of safety. The fatality rate for offshore workers is 7 times higher than for all U.S. workers. Common offshore accidents include: 1. Helicopter crashes. 2. Basket transfer injuries. 3. Crewboat accidents. 4. Falls from height. 5. Dropped objects. 6. Explosions and fires. 7. Chemical burns. 8. Equipment pinches and severed arms and legs. 9. Slip and falls. 10. Illness and disease. 11. Exposure to toxic fumes and chemicals. 12. Lifting injuries. 13. Crane and hoisting equipment injuries. 14. Collisions with rig floor equipment. Types of offshore facilities. The kinds of facilities where offshore injuries occur include: 1. Compliant towers. Narrow, flexible towers and a piled foundation supporting a conventional deck for drilling and production operations. 2. Drill ships. Self-propelled floating rigs that look like ships, capable of operating in deep water and move around more quickly than semis. Station keeping is usually accomplished by dynamic positioning. 3. Fixed platforms built on concrete and or steel legs anchored directly onto the seabed, supporting a deck with space for drilling rigs, production facilities and crew quarters. Immobile and designed for long-term use. 4. Floating production systems. Large ships equipped with processing facilities and moored to a location for a long period. These include FPSOs, floating production, storage and offloading systems, FSO, floating storage and offloading systems, and FSU, floating storage units. 5. Inland barges. These rigs are specially adapted for inland waters close to shore. 6. Jack-up platforms. Platforms that can be jacked up above the sea, and can be lowered like jacks. These platforms, used in relatively low depths, are designed to move from place to place, and then anchor themselves by deploying the jack-like legs. 7. Jack-up rigs used for shallow water drilling. These have legs that penetrate into the seafloor and the hull jacks up and down the legs. 8. Platform rigs. Self-contained rigs that rest on fixed platforms, used for field development drilling. 9. Sea stars platforms. Many tension leg platforms. 10. Semi-submersibles. Floating mobile offshore drilling units that have ballasted columns. Station keeping is accomplished either by anchored mooring lines or dynamic positioning systems. 11. Semi-submersible platforms. Legs are buoyant and permit structure to float. Can be moved from place to place. 12. Spar platforms moored to the seabed with more conventional mooring lines.